Hey everybody, I'm here with a quick story on Al B. Shore. Listen, this Diddy documentary is coming out on Peacock next Tuesday, the 14th of January, and I think we all need to be tuned in. Al B. Shore is a part of the documentary, and some of the things that he is saying in said documentary is one, that Kim Porter was writing a diary. He's saying two, Kim Porter was planning to do something similar to what Cassie ended up doing, exposing Diddy. He said three, that Diddy never ever adopted a Quincy. He said, have you ever noticed that Quincy last name is still Brown? Listen, here's the thing. Albie Shore was one of those that pretty much was trying to say too that the diary was fake. I think he said the diary was fake, at least or that book with Kim's Lost Words was fake because of that piece where it was talking about him and Diddy having relations. I think that piece pissed him off, and maybe somebody edited in that piece to make it more salacious. But now he's saying there was definitely a diary. So what do we believe? Is it fake? Is it real? Or should we only believe the pieces that maybe certain people want us to believe? Let's get into this story. And see, the reason why this man became such a monster, and I'm talking about Diddy, is because so many people kept his secrets for so long. And that's why he was able to allegedly destroy so many lives. So Kim Porter's ex, Albie Shore, insists she did keep a diary and was planning to blow a lid off Sean Diddy Combs' warped sex life before her suspicious death at age 47. Whew. Kim Porter did keep a diary, was planning to expose Sean Diddy Combs' perverted sex life before her suspicious death, according to the model's ex, Albie Shore. Here's the thing about his sex life. I could give or care less about his sex life if he didn't violate others, all right? If he wasn't violating minors. So out of all the things he did, you wanted to blow a lid off his perverted sex life? I mean, if he unalived people and was in the habit of unaliving people and doing other stuff like that, wouldn't you want to just blow the lid off of that? But let's continue. RadarOnline.com can reveal the rapper 56 has made the explosive claims in a new documentary called Diddy Making of a Bad Boy, due to stream next week on Peacock. I do have Peacock. I still have cable, y'all. I know you're probably laughing at me, but I know a lot of people that have dropped their cable, but they got 99 streaming systems that add up to my cable bill. So I like my cable. But anyway, I'll continue. He also acknowledged in the documentary how furious he is at Diddy for stealing Porter from him, even though they were friends who both worked at the hip hop label Uptown Records. So let me take a pause right there, right now. Here's the thing. For anybody, if you're a female and your man leaves and goes with somebody else, or if you're just a person and your partner goes with somebody else, don't blame the person they went with. If you got a beef, it's with your partner. So I'll be sure you can't be mad at Diddy because if she didn't want to be taken, she wouldn't have got taken, period. No matter how much the money the man had. Sure, who shares a son, Quincy, with Porter, who Diddy later adopted, said there's an OG rule. If you're my brother, in between you and your wife, something happens, she's off limits. Okay. So he's saying that even though I was with Kim and maybe something happened between us, and you my dude, you my bro, you ain't supposed to try to get with her, period, even if I'm not with her. Okay. And it's just like a brother code and girl code the same way. I shouldn't have a man and I break up with him, and the next thing I know, him and my bestie or one of my besties, they dating or they about to get married. That's messy. But Diddy, who was dating somebody else at the time, ignored him. And when Porter was in the studio with her baby Quincy, he came up to her and made a strange comment. He looked over and saw this really beautiful girl, and she was holding this really beautiful baby. And he said, "Hey, man, I wish I had a beautiful girl like that," Shore claimed. Diddy allegedly made an aggressive play for Porter and won her over with lavish vacations and a millionaire lifestyle. Listen, respectfully, I'm saying this, y'all, respectfully. If your girl left you just because of money and lifestyle, respectfully, would you want that person back? Or would you have wanted that person to stay in your life? Because it said for better or for worse, for richer or poor. And I don't think her and Quincy, her, I'll be sure ever got married, but y'all get what I'm saying. So sure, like I'll be sure you mad over that. So Shore chafes about being portrayed as an absent father and suggested it was Diddy publicists who planted the stories against him. It could be true. Welling up with tears, he called the claims propaganda and alleged Diddy didn't even formally adopt Quincy as his own. There's no adoption, none, Shore said. There's no letter to my father. And he's talking about that letter that allegedly Quincy wrote that came out one time talking about, him, I'll be sure, being an absentee father. He's saying this was all crafted by a publicist. If you hadn't noticed, sorry about that, guys. If you hadn't noticed, his name is still Brown. Yeah, his name is Quincy Brown. Puffy wasn't too happy about anyone who had a relationship with Kimberly, but Porter, according to Shore, tried to protect him. He explained, Kimberly said, "Don't get involved, you will get killed." Not only was she trying to save me, she was putting her own life in danger. But Porter did keep on talking to Shore, and they remained friends. He said in the film, "She began to confide in me. She says something's not right. His soul, Diddy's, has gone completely dark, like he's just not there. She made me promise on her son's life not to ever reveal anything because she was in complete fear of my life," meaning I'll be Shore's life. "What I do know is that before her death, she was keeping a diary. Someone got the passcode to her phone and computer and found out what she was writing, what was going on behind closed doors." A 60-page book called Kim's Lost Words, I do have that book, which purported to be a collection of Porter's diary, was published in September, 6 days before Diddy was indicted. In it, Porter allegedly recounted discovering and making copies of tapes Diddy made of himself having relations with young boys he was managing, including a tape involving an 18-year-old pop star who went on to be a household name. The final entry of her memoir has Porter failing faithfully ill, dramatically texting to her friends, "He got me," and then calling 911. An attorney for Cohen's family, as well as Porter's 4 children, said the alleged memoir was fake, and anyone claiming to have a manuscript is misrepresenting themselves. In the documentary, Shore suggested Porter was unalive and said that she was going to do what another of Diddy's exes, Cassie Ventura, did with her lawsuit, blowing the lid off of this entire situation. Diddy has consistently denied any involvement in Kim Porter's passing. I'll say it that way. The actress had an on-again, off-again relationship with Diddy from around 1994 until they split in 2007. Together, they had son Christian King Combs, now 26, and twins Jesse and Delia Combs, 18. Diddy 55 is currently holed up in the Federal Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, awaiting trial and facing allegations that he ran decades-long operation involving recruiting and giving substances to women for freak-offs, and where they were forced to have relations with other men, including male S workers. Listen, do I believe similar or maybe even worse than Cassie Ventura that Kim Porter went through some things while this on again, off again relationship with Diddy? Absolutely. Do I believe that she had some writings, some documentations about, what happened between her and Diddy? Absolutely. Do I believe, because I heard this way before she passed, or even around the time that she passed, that she was going to write a tell-all about her time with Diddy? I do. Do I believe that Diddy has something to do with the fact that she is no longer here? Oh, God. I don't know. But do I believe that all the breadcrumbs circle around something suspicious? I do. But now that she is not here and she left behind 3 children, actually, I'm sorry, 4 children, 3 of them who wish Diddy is the father. Do I want to discover or them to discover that Diddy perhaps did something to Kim Porter? For the love of the children, I do not. He has enough alleged stuff against him that he can rot in the Metropolitan Detention Center or somewhere else. That I feel, this is just diva thoughts, nobody has to agree with me. I just feel that for the mental health of the children, if he did do something to Kim Porter, I don't want it to come out. And no, don't get all crazy. Oh, diva, you love Diddy. Oh, diva, you sided with. No, I am not. No, I'm not. I think that whatever he has done, he needs to pay for it. I said this all along, but I also said that due process needs to happen. But for the mental health of the children, they have gone through a lot, seen a lot, and been through a lot. I would hate to see them have to go through and try to digest that their own father took their mother's life. Yikes. Anyway, guys, this documentary I think is going to be something else next Tuesday. It's going to blow the lid off a lot. Okay, it's going to, I guess, jumpstart 2025 into the crazy that 2024 was. Listen, if you are not a subscriber, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Everybody, thanks for watching. Chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. What are your thoughts now that Albie Shore is saying there? Yeah, she was writing something. Does that mean the something that she was writing on these people that are running around with notes saying they're Kim Porters? That is the something? It doesn't, but he's saying she was writing something. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like button. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you on the next video.